Number 12. Railing against Pepe the Frog is not going to work. Destroying people over bad jokes is not going to work. It just drives more talented, fun, interesting people like you to the alt-right. I don't think the left is going to do any of these things. Without these things, the alt-right is going nowhere. And it does not live or die by Donald Trump. This is a new populist, conservative, and libertarian movement that is going nowhere so long as the left continues to prioritize Muslim feelings over gay lives. So long as the left continues to prioritize the feelings of sociopathic feminist bitches over everybody else. So long as the left continues to claim that you can't take one member of a group as representative of every member of that group, but all straight white men are awful. So long as the left continues to welcome in terrorism to Western countries. So long as the left language polices and nannies and mollycoddles people, tells you what you can say, what you can do, who you can hang out with, what language you can use, what clothes you can wear, how you can do your hair, particularly upsetting for me. I might like dreadlocks. I think I'd look hot in dreadlocks. So long as they do these things, so long as they don't understand the valid, reasonable grievances that people have in this country and seek to mischaracterize those anxieties that are held by millions as the product of racism and bigotry, so long as that happens, the alt-right is going nowhere. The movement that Donald Trump has spearheaded is going nowhere. It is only going to get bigger. And this room is a vision of what America should look like in 20 years. Systemic racism and white privilege are bullshit. They don't exist. They are systems designed to justify other people's prejudices about you. And it is time to start calling them out. And the best way you can do it is at the ballot box in this election, but you can also do it by coming to talks like this. You can also do it by being the mischievous, trolly, dissident shitlords I know you all are. Until the left abandons not only its visceral loathing of people for no good reason, but also the tactics it uses, the sociopathy, the vindictiveness, the viciousness. So long as the left continues to treat people like shit, we will be here. And we're going to start winning elections. Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you. You are by far the best audience I've had on the tour so far, so thank you for that. No offense to anybody else. Now, I know some people are going to have questions. I'm going to do as many as I can. I'm also going to invite my colleague Alan Bakari from Breitbart. Many of you will have read his stuff. Very talented guy, helps me out with all sorts of things. Very wonderful. Alan, are you here? In the back somewhere? Yes, there we go. Come sit, come sit, come sit. We're going to have a little chat. He's going to grill me, I think. Because he's going to grill me a little bit. And then we're going to take questions. Then I'm going to go for a cup of water and a wee. And I'll come back and say hi to everybody. So this is Alan Bakari. You want us to come here? What do you want us to do? Oh, wait, is that me? Am I on? No, you. Oh, thank you. No, it is. No, it is. No, it is. It's good. It's very hot up here. It's very hot up here. Is it working now? No, I'm kidding. No, we're going to yell. We're going to yell. Okay. If you missed that, I'm going to take some questions. I think if you queue up here, and the other side to give people a fair chance, and I'll just alternate for as long as I can, and then we'll come back and do a chat with Alan afterwards. Oh yeah, there are even microphones. How about that? I didn't even know that. Everyone else is always so much better prepared than I am.
Testing, testing, testing.
Right. Go.
Yes, sir. My name's...
Go ahead.
My name's Sergeant First Class Devin Allred. I'm stationed at Fort Sam Houston down in San Antonio, and as heartening as it is to see the movement push back against the political correctness culture on campuses, the military is continually pervasive in silencing us and essentially making us shut up. So, sir, from the bottom of my heart, I just wanted to say, you give a voice to us who have to be silent, who have to deal with having the political correctness shit pushed down our throats, and you give us a voice. So I am genuinely indebted and thankful for what you do, sir.
Thank you for that. And thank you for your service. I hope you won't find this too forward, because I'm not a citizen here, but I kind of feel like America looks after all of us. And so when I hear servicemen and women who say things like that, it touches even my cold, black, dead heart. Because I sort of feel like you look after all of us. And thank you for that. I've noticed this in the military, by the way. It's weird, you know. Eric Prince is the founder of Blackwater and a very good guy. And he says that one of the reasons this is happening is that there are too many layers of management in the military. It's sort of become like every other government bureaucracy. And these people have got to find something to do. And the upper management, who are always on the lookout for political favors and promotions, don't have to appeal to active service types. They have to appeal to politicians. And so the changing fashions of identity politics have a huge impact on the military in a way that you would never expect. Because the people who run this stuff, the people at the top, are sucking up to politicians all the time. So you get the absurd spectacles of women being passed in basic when they didn't pass basic, and standards being lowered. Now, if a woman wants to, my old boss has a daughter who's a West Point graduate, decorated officer, phenomenal. But she did it because she was good enough. She did it because she was good enough, because she could pass the tests, and frankly, she gave all of her male comrades a run for their money. But allowing women in and lowering the standards, making us all less safe, destroying morale, and all this sort of weird political correctness that's infecting even the American military, is a product of the culture, because it's coming ultimately from politics and it's coming from outside the military. Soldiers all know it's a bad idea. They all know it's a disaster, because they have to live with it. There was a Royal Marine, I'm not saying there should be no women in the armed services, by the way. I'm saying that they to be completely clear, they don't like the lowering of standards because it makes everybody unsafe. I was talking to a Royal Marine from Britain, and the Royal Marines have what, no offense to you guys, is generally considered to be the hardest basic training of anywhere in the world. Yeah, I know. It's at least up there. It's at least up there. And the only woman who's ever passed it, it turns out, never did. Because she was failed by the instructor 11 times. And on the 12th day, miraculously, the instructor didn't show up for work. And the brigadier was visiting. He's sort of a political functionary at this point, sort of endless badges and labels on his chest, but, probably hadn't seen a battlefield possibly ever. And he said, oh, it's all right, I'll time her today. Lo and behold. And this gives you some indication of where the stuff is coming from. So, and I know also that military people are generally way more sensible than everybody else, because they actually see the realities of life in a way that the rest of us can only imagine. So thank you very much. I really appreciate that. And thank you for your service.
My wife wouldn't let me bring you and give you my Purple Heart, much like Trump received one, so could I please have the honor of gifting you my ID tag, sir?
Of course. Thank you.